Hi guys, and welcome back to Lasting Peace. You've got a more casual version of me today, but that's because I was just listening to a sermon and something that the pastor said really resonated with me, and I wanted to share that with you. So I'm going to just borrow his entire little analogy. The line was, resolutions without routine are like a Ferrari without fuel. They're great to look at, but they won't get you anywhere. Forget about the Ferrari part, but think about those first few words. Resolution without routine is worthless. It's pointless. We just passed January, the time when everybody in America comes up with their new resolutions. I'm going to do better this year. I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to stop smoking. I'm going to do all these things. And we all know, in fact, it's a common joke how well those resolutions last. People, chuckle and shrug off the fact that, whoops, it's February and nothing happened. But that's because of a very specific reason. We didn't create routines. And the other thing the pastor mentioned just a few moments after that in the sermon was that you cannot undo something by sheer decision or by just believing that you built with routine and habits. So think with me about an eating disorder, myself, or an addiction or something else that you wanted to change. And if you really look at it, it was built with habit, with repetitive motion. With an eating disorder, food habits begin, exercise routines, and for me, when I was running, if I had run so far one day, I could never run less the next day. I would always run at this time. We create routines and we build these tight little structures where we feel controlled. But when we end up wanting to break that habit, to recover, to break an addiction, we struggle in creating a routine around the healthy side. We struggle in creating a routine to break the old pattern. You need a new pattern to replace the old one. Another common resolution for Christians is, I'm going to read the Bible more. And yet, the routine of our day, the routine of work, kids, school, whatever, that has been established as a pattern over years and months and weeks and days, is hard to break. We don't have time. We don't think we have time to spend time with God. And yet if we can force it for just a little while, create a new habit, create a new rut by routine, that's how things change. So just think about your own life. It shouldn't be too hard, just coming off of January, where I'm sure many of us set resolutions, and see what routines you need to establish in order to break those bad habits. Anyway, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next week.